Welcome to MCBCFA Read Along. Today we are covering part 2 of the Death of Superman story, which is Justice League America number 69. That was put out in December of 1992, just like our first book. This has writer and artist Dan Jurgens, probably one of the more popular, definitely in the 90s, or maybe more prominent, I don't know about popular, but known Superman artists and writers. We last left Doomsday, the creature, was wrecking havoc. Oberon caught wind of it. This is the job for the Justice League. That's where we pick up. We have the League is quick to in response to start cleaning up the wreckage. Soups is at a high school here. He's talking with Cat Grant for a Q&A spread across America. The League are fast on the creature's trail. They're moving right along in the Beetleborg. I don't know what you call it, but 90s made me think of that. The little, kind of looks like a weird frog to me. I don't know that it looks like a beetle, but I like that the little ship there, driven by Ted Kord. They are behind the creature, and he's up to more senseless destruction. We haven't really seen him. He's just kind of wrecking some stuff. But here, we see how senseless his destruction is. Again, the innocence. The first one, it was like a small bird. Now here we have him grabbing a deer, choking the life out of it, and laughing. He's alerted to the ship flying over, and he brings that down prominently. That brings the Justice League scattered all over. The League is scattered. They're coming down out of the air. Flyers have to grab everybody who can. I love that term. Flyers grab everyone who can't fly. So they are taking care of everything to get to safety to the ground. This, of course, angers Guy Gardner. If anybody knows Guy Gardner, you know how he can be a little bit eager for a fight, maybe is the right word? Eager for a fight? Yeah, I would say he's definitely eager for a fight. But once he gets into this fight with the creature, he kind of pays for it immediately in the form of a smashed face, into the concrete, and he gets some hurt put on him, and here's what he looks like just 2 pages later. He's faster than we expected. In the middle of that 2 pages, we have a little convo between 2 kids that are supposed to be paying attention to the Superman Q&A spread across the high schools of America. They're kind of making fun of Superman being boring. This is a yawner. They're like, yeah, you should have, when I talked to somebody with their head screwed on straight, should have talked to Guy Gardner. Ha! His head screwed on straight. We see here, maybe not quite as straight as you would think, son. A little bit of a, kind of a funny little play there by Jurgens. I thought that was a good one. The League is still pouring it on. We have everybody here from Fire, Bloodwind, Booster, Maxima is being hauled in, Ted Kord, the Blue Beetle, is coming in. They're ready. They're putting it on. But it is not going well. The creature is just taking advantage of everyone. He's faster. He appears to be smarter than they all realized. He puts Ted Kord down pretty fast. Just smashes his head through quite a few things. I'm assuming that costume he has must be somewhat resilient, because if not, that he should be dead. We also see Superman getting some questions asked. He's asked here about if there's one thing he's afraid of. He says he's afraid of failure. He's afraid of hurting innocent people. And he's afraid that he will he's afraid to encounter something that's strong enough to even kill him, or more powerful than he is, that could kill him. Setup. A little bit of a setup, I would say. Again, I know the ending, so we're kind of like, whoa, maybe that's what's happening here, because you see the League just getting torn apart. And no one's standing a chance, really. He's swinging Bloodwind like a baseball bat, and that takes out Maxima who was a heavy hitter for them. That we have. I remember we already have Guy is down. So now, with Ted Cord being thrown around, he's thrown into the air. He's being thrown around. He comes down, just flopping down. I mean, it looks pretty bad. He does look pretty bad. It's flopping all over the place. That's it. Booster's had enough. He's headed in, right? Booster's headed right in. Yep. He gets a shot off. Looks like he's doing pretty good. Tries to get that force field up. He's too slow. That fist is coming in, and it does catch him. He gets the field up enough, but he's sent flying. He's just sent flying. That brings in the hero, title character. Well, not in this book, but in the story arc. Superman. He's coming in to save the day because he's gotten word through the radio, or they've sent word through to him, and off he goes. And so instead of saving the day, first thing he does is save Booster. And this is where we get it. Issue 2, the very last word, very last word bubble. Doomsday, the creature is named. He says, Booster says, "Trouble isn't the word, Superman. I'm telling you right now. It's like Doomsday is here." That's it. That's where it ends. It's like Doomsday is here. Yeah, and if this issue tells us anything, it's like, yes, Doomsday is here. That brings us to the end of the second part of part 2. So, I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I feel like Jurgen's art and writing is fairly solid. I think I like this, probably is my favorite art of the run. Pretty close, at least, of the Superman so far. A lot of things are happening outside of the story since it's a Justice League book. It's not even Superman continuity. I guess he's on the team, but so there's a lot of story arcs. I kind of skipped some of that stuff because there's so much going on. That kind of, to me, detracts from this story a little bit. I know you have to keep moving your story that you're telling along, so I understand that. This one, I think it loses some because this is more of a lesser-known members Justice League. I mean, Guy Gardner, yes, I know him. I know a lot of the characters. I would say Blue Beetle is probably, or Booster, maybe not so much at the time Booster, but this is just a Fire, Ice, Maxima, Oberon. I mean, these are not household name characters. Where's your Batmans? Where's your... I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not your thing. So that kind of, I think, brings it back a little bit too. But this had a great fight exposing all the attributes of Doomsday. The speed, the power. He's the total package right here so far. At least in far as physical attributes. We're seeing boom, 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 boom. He's making choices. And he's actually starting to think. We had the scene where he kind of looks at a rock and tosses it over his shoulder, takes ice out with it. So he's starting to tactics here. So he's starting to pull in a tactician. So he's really starting to show what's going on here. Plus, we get the creature name. So how can it be all bad? Has to be better than 50%. Has to be better than the halfway point I need at 3. So 3.5 for this one. So we're through part 2. We're going along pretty good. I think we did a great start. A solid second issue for not being a necessarily Superman continuity book. So we will meet up in part 3, which is Superman number 74. So see you next time, Miss Brickbuck. Thanks for joining.